Hey guys, it's M, and today I wanted to make a quick little video on what I believe is the best way to save a lot of the older units in Hnk Legends. Do I think Sega would listen to some random American dude who doesn't spend his life savings on pachinko machines? No, but I would like to throw this idea out there. As I stated in my last video, I, and I'm sure many of you, think it's a real shame that we get all these units of our favorite Hnk characters, but half of them get shafted after a month or sometimes even a few weeks. I know some people said stuff like, they should just go back and buff all the old units with new unique effects. While that's a nice idea, I don't think it would happen because realistically, I don't think Sega would want to go back and buff all those units to viability. Not because it's a bad idea or anything, I just doubt they'd want to spend all that time doing that. Closest thing they've done to that is giving some of the old units CNP, but they're cherry picking those channeling points anyways, and the only unit that seemed to move up the tier list because of that was Normal Rao, and you don't see much of him normally, do you? So what's my suggestion to fix all this? Force charms, channeling points, and scrolled ultimate effects on the older units' base kits. Sega could start from scratch with new channeling points again if they really want to, but it's not even required because a lot of the older units just don't have any at all. As for the charms, they don't even usually make good unique charms anymore, let alone for the older units, so this shouldn't interfere with much. And as for the scrolled effects, the only issue I could see is they'd have to make new effects for units that are scrolled since the old effects would be on their base kit, but realistically I think they could shift some numbers up or around. With this they could have some re-release banner like, old is the new, or some bullshit like that, and resell a lot of these units as they become a lot more viable than they currently are. And people may want to invest into getting some of the older units they missed because they may have some practical use by themselves and not because you missed the limited time frame to buy their scroll or don't have 800 quartz to invest to make them just okay. It'd practically be printing money for Sega because you know how many units I'd love to swap around if they became at least somewhat viable? Do I honestly believe this would be the perfect unifying update to bring the old and the new units together in perfect balance? Hell no. Just due to how the meta shifted, I don't think any of them would become top tier and be on every team just because of this. And some units would just be left behind as they received little to no love in the CNP scroll or charm department. But I feel like this is the fastest way to make some people want some of these old units again because, as of now, a lot of units are just wasting all those poorly optimized gigabytes this game's taking up. And I'm sure some people could find some weird niche builds with some older units to spice up the dojo so it's not just the same 6 guys on every team. Some would argue, that's not fair, that's what Kumite is for. Which is cute until you notice you see the same 10 units on every single winning group. Like, when's the last time you've seen White Waterbird Ray? When's the last time you've seen OG Salver? It just doesn't happen because they're just overall horrible and forgotten about units. If we were to take it a step further, if Sega hypothetically did overhaul all these characters and feel like putting in all the extra work to give them new CNP and unique scroll effects after this supposed buff, some units could probably become meta for a time, or become extremely good. It'd be really crazy to see a proper resurgence for all these units, but this is just a suggestion. I want to know what you guys think, or if you have any other ways you think we could save some of these older units. Sorry for this short video, but just wanted to get my thoughts out on this. With that, I've been M, and I am out.